Okay, welcome. Today we are going to learn on how to configure the wireless access point. Okay, let us open our packet tracer, and here let's assume already we have the LAN in our office. Then we have purchased the new wireless access point. This computer now can communicate with each other. Now we have purchased the wireless access point, and we have some laptops which at the end of the day we need them to connect to our network to access internet via wireless access point. Okay, we are going to do this practical as if we are in the real environment. Okay, the first step after purchasing your access point, you have to take that device and connect with your laptop. You have to make the direct connection. So here I want to choose the cable. We are going to use the straight through because these are different devices. So here you have different connection. We have different ports. We have internet, we have Ethernet 1, Ethernet 2, Ethernet 3, and Ethernet 4. If you want to connect this device with your laptop, you have to use this Ethernet port. Then after that, we will use the internet port. Okay, let's make the first Ethernet port, and here we are going to connect with our laptop with the first Ethernet port. This port we are talking, when you come to this physical device, this is our device. As you can see, this port is for internet, and this port is for LAN port. Okay, now let's go to continue our configuration. So this is the connected laptop and this wireless access point. Then let us open this device, and when you receive or when you get your access point out the box, you can see the credentials on how to access your device for the first time. The first credential you will be given is the name, username. The username. Also, you will be given the IP address, for which you will use that IP address to access that device. Okay. For this device, the username is admin and the password is admin, and the IP address is 192.168.0.1. So before doing anything, you have to configure your laptop to have the same IP address with the device you have given. So we are going to configure here the static IP address .0. Maybe this one will be .2. This gateway is not necessary, or you can put 192.168.0.1, which is the IP address of our router. Then after that, go to web browser, and here we are going to type the IP address of our access point, which is 192.168.0.1. Then go here. This dialog box will be prompted asking for your username and the password. Username is admin and the password is admin. Okay, then we are in. Okay, here you will get the interface for the first configuration of your device. There are few important configuration you must configure in order for your device to access the internet. The first thing is you have to make the internet setup. Here we have to select static IP. Then here we have to configure the static IP, which is similar to IPs which we have used in our LAN. In our LAN, as you can see in our topology, we have used 192.168.1.0/24, and in this LAN, I have tried to configure DHCP, which means all these PCs are obtaining the IP address from this router automatically. But I have made some IPs to be available or to get the IP static, for which I've created the range from 1 up to 10. From IP from 1 up to 10, I have reserved this IP to be used for static configuration. So this router is having .1.1, so I can use in my router in this wireless access point, I can use .2. Okay, now let's continue. Internet IP address is 192.168.1.2. Then here we have subnet mask, which is 255, because it is /24. It will be 255.255.0. Then the default gateway is the IP of our router, which is 92.168.1.1. Then here we have DNS, because now we don't have DNS, we can put .8.8.8.8, which is a free DNS, which is owned by Google. Then after completing this configuration, you can save your settings. Yeah, here you can see settings are successful. You can continue. That is the first step. The second step is we have to configure the LAN of our router, our wireless access point, because this wireless access point will provide IP address to the device which will be connected to it, different from the IP address which we have in these computers. Okay, let's see how to configure it. Okay, this is our network setup, or the LAN for our router. That router will have two parts. One part will be connected to our LAN, and the second part will be its LAN, for which other PC will be connected to it. Okay, we can select any IP. Maybe let's say this is .2. .2 will be used for wireless LAN. Okay, IP address you can put 192.168.2.1. Subnet mask, it is 0. Okay, so here we can configure the start IP address for all the devices which will obtain the IP. Here we have to enable the DHCP so that those PC will get IP address from that PC, from that access point dynamical. Here we have to specify the start IP, the first IP of the device which will connect to our access point. So we can put maybe .2. This will be the first IP address. And here you have to define the maximum number of device which can connect on our wireless access point. You can specify even 100, depend on the number of users in your organization who are going to use the access point. Then after that, you can save your settings. Come here, then save your settings. Okay, save your settings. Then it will time out. It will time out because now we have already changed the IP address of our device. Okay, if we want to log in again, also the first thing, you have to change the IP address of your laptop so that it will be the same as IP address we have already configured. Now here, instead of 0, we have 2, and here instead of 0, we have 2. Then let's come to our web browser, and then 192.168.2.1. Okay, then you go. Here we have prompted again admin. Okay. Oh, we are in. So now already our device is using the new IP address, which is 192.168.2.1. So the next step is you have to perform the basic configuration of your router. We have to change the name of our access point. We have to change the security password. also we have to do some things which are very necessary for the initial setup. Okay, let's come here. Network mode. Here we have to select mixed. Then SSID, we have to specify the name which will be visible to our users. Okay, maybe we can say maybe NIIT. Okay, NIIT. This is the name of our wireless access point. Or we can say RedFox. It can be any name. Okay. Then here we have to enable SSID broadcast. Enabling SSID broadcast, it means that anyone who will be around nearby this wireless access point will be able to see this wireless access point. If we disable it, it means this wireless access will not be visible. And then if someone wants to connect our wireless router, you as IT, you have to go and configure it manually. So we don't like that. We need this wireless to be visible for everyone. But if anyone wants to access the wireless by using that wireless, must be authenticated. Okay, let us save our settings. Settings are successful. The next thing is we have to configure the wireless security. We need to secure our wireless security so that only authorized people will be able to access our wireless internet. Okay, security mode by default is disabled, but what you need is to go to enable. These are different type of authentication. Okay, here this one WPAT, this one is good and it is recommended most of the time. Here we have to specify the password of our wireless router. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. This is our password for our wireless. Then after that, save settings. Continue. So up to this point, we have already configured the basic settings for our wireless router. You can configure wireless MAC filter, which means you can filter some MAC address. If you will filter a certain MAC address, which means that computer will not be able to connect our wireless. But for this time, we don't like this one. Okay, after this point, close, then close. Okay, now we have already configured our network. So we can disconnect this PC. Okay, after disconnecting this PC, now we need to connect this router with this LAN so that the internet which is available in our network can come here, and this this internet can be shared to this laptop. Okay, let me add another laptop here. Okay, now let us connect this one with this one because we have already configured. So now let us connect this router with our switch so that we will be able so that this laptop will be able to get the internet service. Okay, let me check the cable here. We are going to use the straight through here. Now, as I said before, for the first time we used the Ethernet cable to connect this device with laptop, but now we are going to use internet port to connect with our switch so that this router will be able to get the internet, for which this internet will be can be accessed by this this device which are going to use these wireless services. Okay, after that, this laptop in this packet tracer by default doesn't have the wireless card. They don't have wireless card, so we need to add the wireless card, because if you open it in physical laptop like this one, this is your laptop as you can see in this simulation. here you have the card. So we need to change this card so that we can replace with the wireless card in order for this laptop to be able to access the wireless internet. So before replacing this card, you have to turn off your laptop and then remove the card, and then here you have so many cards here, but the card for wireless is this one. You can see, you can click here and you can see the description here. The PT laptop NM1W provide 2.4 GHz wireless interface suitable for connection for wireless networks. The module supports protocols that use the Ethernet for LAN access. So we are going to use this one. Let's put in our laptop. After that, then we turn it on. We're finished. Then come here also. Then do the same procedure. Turn off. Then remove this card and replace with the card having the wireless. Then don't forget to turn on your laptop. Then let's go to the next laptop. The same procedure. By default, our laptop is on. Okay, turn off. Then come here. Take this card and place here. Then turn it on. Let's come to last laptop, and then go here. Then turn off. Then remove this one, replace with this one, then turn on. Oh, we have finished. Then up to this point, you can see we have the wireless card, which up to this point it is up, but as you can see, its IP address by default 169.254.171.16, because already there is no connection with this one, because in order for this to connect, in order for this laptop to connect with our router, it must have configured the credentials we have set in our wireless access point. Okay, now let's configure those credentials. Come here and then go to config, then go to wireless. Then here you have to configure those credentials we've set in our router. Okay, username is RedFox. Password, we have used this WPA2-PSK. Then password we use 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Okay, after that close. After closing, after a short time, you will see the signal comes from this device to this laptop, showing that this device has already connected. It will take a few minutes to synchronize and create the communication. Oh, it is taking too long. It's taking too long. Oh, let us see what happened. Because it should not take that long. Let us see here. Let us see, maybe we have messed up something. Oh, this one is RedFox. Let us put your password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Okay. It takes some time. Okay, let us try to see what happened. Let us see what happened. Let us see our securities. Oh, we put RedFox here. We put RedFox instead of RedFox. That's why it was not able to connect. Okay, let me change it and save the settings. Change the settings. After changing the settings, yes, now you can see Now this, so in order for this two devices to connect, those credentials must match. Okay, let's go to the another laptop. Let's go to configure, the same procedures. Now this we have already changed. This is ReadyFox. This is ReadyFox. Come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then okay. Then it will take less than a minute. You see, it is take less than a minute, less than 30 seconds to connect. Okay, let's come here, wireless. Then this is ReadyFox. Okay, this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then okay. Then you can see less than, yes, up to this time is okay. Now let's go here, another laptop, ReadyFox, then password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. But it is recommended to put the strong password for your router so that it will not be easy even for hackers to access your wireless access point. Also, we have other device which can access wireless, not only these laptops. You can have, here I have wireless tablet or smart device. Here you can have this smart device. Here you can have tablet. Okay, the same procedure. Come here, config, wireless, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Here is ReadyFox. Okay, after a short time you can see yes, you can see this now can communicate, can access wireless from our device. If you want to connect the smartphone, the same procedure. Here we have ReadyFox. Here we have password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay. Yeah. So now now we have already created the connection between this device and wireless access point. Now we need to confirm the IP address which is given by these machines. This is the first machine we have configured. Okay, let's go here and IP configuration. You can see we have given, it is given the IP 192.168.2.2, for which, if you remember, we configured here 168.2.1. Okay, admin. Okay, if you remember, we configured this IP and the starting IP address. We said we need .2 to be the first IP address. Here you can see. Okay, then now we need to confirm also this one. This one, it means it will be .3 or .4 maybe. Okay, as you can see. After that, we have to confirm if there is a communication maybe between this PC and this PC. We have to ping this PC 192.168.1.1 to see if they can communicate. Okay, go to command prompt, then ping 192.168.1.11. Oh, it is synchronizing. It is sending the hello packet timeout. Yeah, now we can ping. If we can ping, it means if this PC is getting the internet, also this PC will be able to get the internet. The last thing, you have to secure your device. Very important. You have to secure your device. Let us log in on our device 168.1.2.1. Okay. Currently, we are using the default credentials, which is admin, but we need to change this login use login password. Always you are changing the login password. Okay. Now let's come here and then come to this point, administration. Okay. Administration. So here you have router access, which is by default is admin. So now let us change and let us use Cisco. But in a real world, you have to use the strong password. You have to use the strong password so that no one will be able to access your point. Okay, here we have to authorize the credentials we have entered. Admin, Cisco. Then okay. Now it is successful. So from this time, you will be logging. We will be able to log in by using the credentials we have changed. Okay, up to this point, we have configured our wireless access point to be able to supply internet to all devices which you will need to connect with internet by using wireless. So it was nice tutorial. Welcome to the next tutorials. This is starting. We will be having many tutorials as much as possible, so that it will make the IT to be very easy. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. Have a good new year. Thank you.